Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more My Hero Academia, you guys. I am very excited to see where the season is going. Last episode was so much fun and just everything, and I will get into that in just a little bit. But if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, I would love it if you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, we had a little, I'd like to say it was Christmas in July episode last time, but it's not July. it's almost July as I film this, but we'll just call it Christmas in July, whatever. But it was a really fun Christmas episode. The entire episode was not centered on that, but there was a Christmas party. And I love how it emphasized so much of what's just fun and lovable about these characters. You know, watching the whole gift exchange, and people pointed out to me afterwards, like, you could tell which gift was from which person. It kind of went over my head when I first watched it, but I loved seeing people, like, analyzing, well, we know this is from this person, and it's just really fun and cute, and it says a lot that we can come this far in the story and have some real dramatic character development with so many of our characters, and still kind of have, like, fun, silly, happy moments. Also, the the interviews were pretty amazing as well. I have to say, I would love to see the uncut Bakugo interviews personally. But you know, I think that they made an interesting point that, and they've made this point before, that a lot of being a hero, like, a lot of it is what we just saw, you know, honing your skills, learning how to think quickly in the field. But a lot of it is, like, you are a public servant almost, in a way, you know, like, you do want to have a certain rapport with people so that they feel like they can trust you and they're safe, you know. And that's kind of, I think, what the interviews had a lot to do with. And we know that Endeavor's been you know, doing his job as the #1 hero, and it sounds like really inspiring a lot of the heroes and a lot of the people. So they've mentioned Look Boy a few times, and I'm a big fan of the fact that Look Boy is still referenced to this day. It was that important to the plot. So you know, it was overall, I would say it was a very fun episode. But we did get some rather ominous overtones, what with the whole, you know, it's like nice and fun and good that the work studies are starting back up, but there's also this, like, they've never done, like, this kind of all hands on deck thing before, according to what they were saying in the last episode. And it does kind of make you feel like, wow, they're expecting something big. So where we left off in the last episode, there was an after credits, and it was Todoroki telling Bakugo and Izuku, you know, hey, you can come and work at the Endeavor Agency if you want. And I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll take him up on it. Well, you can thank the episode title for spoiling me on that, because the name of this one is, what is it? It's like Off to Endeavor's Agency. It's actually called Off to Endeavor's Agency. So minor spoiler in the title that, yes, it sounds like they did take him up on it. But I'm just really excited to see, considering how they both feel about their futures and their goals, them training alongside the now #1 hero. I mean, Izuku he was training with All Might for a little while. It's not like it's going to be a super new experience for him, but it will be interesting, I think, to see, to really see that whole thing in motion. So what do you say we go ahead and we jump in and we get started on the next episode of My Hero? Let's go. He's already, like, suspicious of him. Hawks is on the phone! Hawks is existing! Oh my god! It's a secret. It really is a secret, though, guys. It's like a very big secret. Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. I mean, it's good that they still believe him, but yeah, he's for sure like not fully trusting him. Okay. It's being very careful. Wow. She has a name. Okay. Wings. Oh no, don't tell. Oh, please tell me this is not the person he was sent after. This doesn't feel right. Just one day. His mom must miss him so much. Mom? Oh, maybe not talk about hero stuff in front of mom. Mom's been through enough. Singing was amazing. Oh, look at it, all this. I'm right there with you, Mom. I'm right there with you. Little boy. He's always been a hero. But now it's like he's the one protecting other people. This show wants to murder my heart. And guys, we're just gonna drown in our own tears now. We're just gonna don't start playing the song after that. Do not. What are you trying? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. This. Oh, look at his. Oh my scars. If I was his mom, I would just be like, she's holding it together so much better than I would. I have to say, she's like an inspiration as a mom. She's probably gonna break down and cry now, though. Slide and go! It's slide and go. I didn't realize. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow, he really was watching. Here they go. Oh. I think he was looking forward to some one-on-one time with his son. You're kind of cringy. Yep, that's... To be fair for Bakugo, that was polite. Yes, I see Isuku's coming in to smooth it over. He's wearing the All Might scarf. Yeah, he's a scary dude. He's been trying to make some changes for sure. That's a good question. It says he's at a good point. Learn from who he wants to be now. Very interesting. I'm just gonna say it now. I want the scarf. Oh, he's like, I'm not gonna. They're like, cool. We're down. We're down. Okay, we're gonna do some hands-on here. We're gonna just whoa, real hands-on. He's like, look, you got to be able to keep up. Oh, and they're off. Yeah, I was under the impression they were supposed to follow. Does this mean something about the evil stars? Is this maybe gonna come back later? He thinks he's helping. I think enlightened fallen king. He's maybe going bad it the wrong way. Yeah. Cease what you are doing. It seems pretty in control. Oh boy. I just feel like he really went about it the wrong way, but he was trying to help. The light he gives off brings darkness and demise. I don't think that's what he wants to hear. Oh, you're fanboying, sweetie pie. That's like what he's known for. Aww. Where did he end up going? Oh. Oh, he couldn't. Okay. Oh yeah, that would be hard with the whole infiltration thing. A double agent thing. Meta Liberation War. I see. Destro. Oh, is he trying to get a message to him? He's telling him in code. Got it. Please notice. Come on. He's pretty. Cause that's exactly what it is. It means notice what I'm trying to tell you. Oh no, he's good. He's been using it as code. Yeah, he's definitely starting to get it. The flaming psychickers. Ooh, wow. Oh, he will find a way. He's... Oh, I think he just made a friend. It's like, I can't believe you'd say that. He's like, let's go, guys. Let's go. Yeah, there's something in there for sure. He's trying to warn him. I recommend the second part. What does the second part say? The enemy is the second part. Oh, the enemy is the liberation. Okay. It's the Liberation Army. They number... Whoa, that's a lot. In 4 months. 4 months what? To action? Something's gonna happen in 4 months. Something's happening. Okay. 4 months. Okay, all right. I absolutely love it. Let's start at the very beginning because I am obsessed with the new opening and ending themes. And I think I'm able to pick out a lot of what we're going to be focusing on, even though, I mean, you can pick that out anyway, just even what they're going over in the episode. But you can pick out a lot of like what we're going to be dealing with the most in this second half of the season. And that's the work study, everything going on with Hawks, more with the League of Villains. And I'm very, very, very interested to see this whole thing unfold. Hawks is being very careful, which I think is good, seeing as how Dobby still doesn't really trust him and wants him to do something to like prove his trust. I'm so glad that we've gotten a coded message to Endeavor about it, so at least he's aware as the number one hero. I was very interested in his way of dealing with all three of them being in on the work study because I thought it was kind of sweet in a way that he only wanted Shoto there. Like he wanted to really be able to like spend one-on-one time with his son and also like impart to him a lot of the things like we know now that like there's a lot that only Endeavor can teach him. So I'm sure that's like high on both their list of priorities. But I think Bakugo and Izuku will be great doing this work study as well. Izuku is so eager. And Bakugo really is so eager in his own way, even though his eagerness comes off a little less polite and a little more aggressive. But I think he's already made a friend there. I think there was already somebody who was like matching his energy. So I think it's going to be very fast paced. And I think that's exactly what they need. You know, after all they've been through, like they need a work study that's going to match like what they're used to. And what they're used to at this point is like a lot of mayhem. So I think this is a good place for them to be, and we'll see. That we didn't get to see a whole lot of them actually doing the work study yet. They're just kind of settling in, but I loved, oh my god, also, can we just talk for a second about Izuku going home to see his mom? And I just, his mother is in my heart because I cannot imagine what this is like for her, and she is just such a sweet individual herself. I just love that scene where we got to actually see the letter that Eri was writing a few episodes back with all the cute little misspelled words about like, I loved your singing and dancing, and oh my god, just made my heart want to explode. So they did an excellent job of like the balance between just sweet, wholesome, amazing stuff and really building up like this very ominous next phase of the show, where we really, you know, and this has been something that they've been building for a while, suggesting that a lot of people are starting to identify with kind of this discontent with the way that society is going. So it's not even just the villains. There's kind of like rumblings of just kind of a societal issue, perhaps. And now we know that there is going to be some kind of uprising at some point in 4 months, actually. So we actually have it's not just at some point. We actually have it pretty pinpointed, I would say. So Hawks is still under a lot of scrutiny and has to be very careful. And it's really interesting seeing him try and get around this like double life that he's almost kind of like a triple life because he's working for the Hero Commission. He's a double agent infiltrating the League of Villains. And then he's also just like trying to be him as well around like everyone else. It's almost kind of like a triple life, I would say. It's very interesting to watch. And it's really is crazy to be reminded that he is only like 6 years older than the kids that we're seeing. And it makes you wonder like, we know a little bit of what he's been through, but not quite, you know, we just kind of know like the highlight reel at this point. But he, I have a feeling he's another like, kind of, baptism with fire kind of hero. Much like a lot of the kids we've seen come up and go through all this crazy stuff that they've been through. So, I find it interesting that All Might wanted Bakugo to kind of see Endeavor now, and because of their similarities, but also like see the kind of person that he's striving to be now. I found that interesting, and I think Izuku it's funny because I see how both Izuku and Bakugo are both so relentlessly determined, but yet show it in such different ways. Like, I feel like Izuku is much more like, I'm gonna learn at your feet and just like, I'm gonna do this, and whatever you know, I'm gonna keep up with it. And Bakugo is, of course, more Bakugo about it, where it's like, you know, why aren't we working already? So it's and you know, I wanted to point out too that the enlightened, what was his name, enlightened fallen king, boy, they're killing it with like these new characters they're introducing. We got to see Slide and Go again. But I found it interesting that, you know, even though he was like, he was stopped like a villain, he really was almost kind of like more of a harbinger and thought he was doing something good to like, because all this bad stuff is going to happen. And I can't believe it was a coincidence that in the same episode where we're really starting to see like, okay, some stuff is really seriously coming, that we have like this, you know, this individual who can supposedly like see these things kind of saying like all this stuff about things that are going to go wrong. I don't know how accurate it is. I don't know if it's just supposed to be a play on the theme or if that individual can really see what's coming. I have no idea. Some of you out there may be more aware of the character than I am, so clue me in if that was more significant or less significant than I'm giving it credit for. But guys, I just loved it. I need the scarf. I know it's June. It's almost July. But what better time to get working on the scarf? Because I absolutely need the scarf. I love it. And I like how, like, at the end we saw even, like, the League of Villains. Like, the League of Villains had, like, their little, like, winter... Everyone's got their winter wardrobe going. It's funny to be watching this in June. We're kind of, like, reversed seasons right now. But, all right, guys. As an official start to the second part of the season, I absolutely... love it, and I cannot wait to see where we're going. And I love the breadcrumbs that they're dropping for us about all the things that are to come. So I loved it, and I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. So as always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.